Good evening, beloved. We thank God for grace that has been available to us. We thank God that He has given us an opportunity once again to exalt ourselves in His word. There is our bring you an inspiration under the banner, the word of truth. I don't know where your life has come to. I don't know where you are at this point in life. I don't have any idea about how your life has been. I don't know the disappointment you have suffered. I don't even know how life has been for you all this while. I don't even know what you think and the thoughts running through your mind now. I don't know the number of times you have tried and have failed. But I want to understand one thing. I want you to have this assurance that there's nothing wrong with starting again. I don't know what it takes that you feel like not going over the process again. I don't know what it takes that you feel that you have come to the end of the journey. You are not alone in this situation. Something happened in the book of St. Luke chapter 5. And I want us to take a few average. Now the story goes that these men had been at sea all day, all night. They have toiled all day, all night. And they had nothing to show for their effort. I don't know how much effort you have put into the situation. I really don't know how you have tried. I don't know the number of times you have gone to business and have failed. But I want to let you know there is nothing wrong with starting again. I don't know how it feels. I don't know how it feels like. And I don't even know how you are feeling now. But I want you to understand, irrespective of how many times you have been disappointed, there is still hope. And there is still a way for you to start. There is still someone that comes in and the situation will take a different turn. These people had worked all night, all day. If you read the account in St. Luke chapter 5, it says that now it occurred that while the people pressed Jesus to hear the message of God, was standing by the lake of Gennesaret, also the Sea of Galilee. And he saw two boats drawn up by the lake. But the fishermen had gone down from them and were washing their nets. And getting to one of the boats that belonged to Simon Peter, he requested he draw away a little from the shore. Then he sat down and continued to teach the crowd. And when he had stopped talking, he said to Simon, "Put out into the deep and lower your nets for a hole." And verse 5 of chapter 5 says that, and Peter, Simon answered, "Master, we have toiled all night. Master, we have toiled all night." Maybe you have so many disappointments, so many failures, and people are telling you to start all over again. And you are saying to them, you have no idea the number of times you have gone there and had nothing. You have no idea the number of times you have tried to revive and you have been unsuccessful at it. The Bible says that Jesus said, "Learn one more time." I'm here to let you know that there's nothing wrong with starting again, because there's a man now in the sea. And so after he has said this to Peter, so Peter said, "Lord, but for your word." But for Jesus speaking, Peter would have withheld. If that instruction had come from any other man, Peter would have held on to it. He would have reneged or rescinded the decision to continue. This I'm here to tell you, Jesus is saying that start once again. He's in the situation now. It doesn't matter how many times you have failed in that business. It doesn't matter how many times you have failed in that venture. That marriage, it doesn't matter how many times you have failed, your weaknesses have caused you to fail. It doesn't matter how many times you have tried, irrespective of the amount of money you have invested into that business. Jesus is saying to you again, start one more time. For there is no shame in starting once again. Peter and the friends thought they had come to the end of the road. They thought their efforts have yielded nothing, and therefore there was no means and there was no way out. But when the man Jesus came into the sea, when the man Jesus showed up, the situation had a different tune. The situation had a different impetus. It received a new strength. It had a new ability. It received a new vigor. I want to let you know that there's nothing wrong starting all over again, because the man Jesus now at the sea. Jesus is at the center of it. And he says, you and I, this someone that start all over again. If it's academics that you have failed, go back and start over again. If it is business you have failed in, go back and start over again. Whatever it is you have failed in. Sometimes some of us, it is not business, it is not academic, it is not finances. It is in parenting. We have failed as parents. There's nothing wrong with starting over again. Go back and start over again. There's more that I'm saying that start all over again. But the man Jesus is at the center of it. Start all over again. And you'll be amazed at what the Master Jesus is going to do. You'll be amazed at how situations will turn. You'll be amazed at what will come out of the effort you're going to put in this time around. But the Master is at the center of it. He said to them,